What is good, ladies and gentlemen? I wanted to do this video, kind of a quick video. No edits, no cuts. You know how I give it up. Just wanted to say my thoughts on this. Shout out to, was it Patrick CC, the dude who did the video, "Are YouTube rappers corny?" Now, I don't even think he understands the debate that he sparked in the community. And I reacted to that video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I responded to it, said my thoughts, and how I felt, how he was giving it up and stuff like that. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I agreed with a lot of points he was making. A lot of points. And I'll say those points here, right, before I get into my bag. Well, first of all, my name is Scru. You know what I mean? What's good? How y'all doing? Yeah, man. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTube rapper, whatever you want to consider me. In Patrick's video, he said something very dope about me that I don't think a lot of people take into consideration. The reason why I do the videos the way I do my videos, without like the big edits, and usually it's just me turning on a camera and talking, is because that honestly helps a lot more people see me as an artist first. I'm an artist, you know what I mean? And the way Patrick said it, he said he's the type of dude who he turns on a camera and starts talking, and it comes off more like an artist giving his opinion on something than a YouTuber talking about music, right? And that's why I do it. I feel like the most intimate way of talking to fans, the most intimate way of becoming a fan of me is just through talking. A lot of people use edits and cuts because they're not funny or they're not interesting, so they gotta throw things in there. So I feel like the ability to capture y'all for as long as I can, just talking with just my thoughts, means that y'all some real fans, y'all some real people, and I appreciate that. That's why the SJ Nation connect on a different level. But in the video, he was talking about a lot of the cons of YouTube rap, and like I said, I'll address that. Because I wouldn't be real if I didn't. Is YouTube rap becoming one-dimensional? Pretty one-dimensional. Yes. I will say that I feel like it's starting to tip in a way that isn't, I think, which is a parody of what it originally was. Now we gotta also take into consideration, people might call me an apologist or whatever, but we gotta take into consideration we've only been doing this seriously for like a year. Majority of the people who are big in YouTube rap have never had any experience with any other kind of music industry or hip-hop industry at all. So we kind of just like some kids figuring it out, and it becomes very hard if you don't do your research. I feel like the biggest problem is with YouTube rap is a lot of people, the people who are joining it and doing it, don't seem to have, there's a lot of them, I'm not saying everybody, but we can all tell, it seems like there's a lot of people who are doing it without a knowledge of hip-hop, and it seems like you can tell the rappers they listened to before they started, and it was probably very, very small number and a very, very niche of what they're doing. And I think that's starting to project into the music, where it's making everything one-dimensional, because it seems like everybody listens to the same stuff. That's one of the cons. Another con he said was image. I think that is a huge problem on YouTube. In the video, he said, I seem to be one of the only people that cares about that. But I'm going to use this as an opportunity, let me make sure it's on, to highlight, I think, the artists who do that. Whether you like or don't like Dax, whether and this is coming from Screwface John, so whether you like or you don't like Dax, the one thing that you cannot deny is Dax has an image. Dax has an image that you can tell he has been curating and making very known as much as possible. You can't really hate on that. Now you can say you hate the image and da da da, but that is a part of hip hop, is the image. It just is. You know, that's the thing that annoys me the most, I think, about quote unquote a certain type of rap, not even just YouTube rap. It just seems like backpacker kind of rap in general. It just seems like what happens is people don't like certain parts of hip hop, so they take hip hop and they take the parts they don't like out, and then do the one thing they do like, and then they call it music, or they call it hip hop, and everything that's not like that is hip hop. That's not right. Image has always been a part of it, and I think everybody would be doing the entire genre a favor by working on that. What do I look like? What do I present myself? It's weird to me because when you talk about image in hip hop, it seemed like the backpacker, I hate mumble rap people tend to act like that's like a shameful thing. But then those will be the same people who will go in a work interview and they dress a certain type of way. So hold on. I don't get it. So if it makes sense, that image makes sense there. You go to a dance, you dress a certain way. You go to a wedding, you dress a certain way. You go to court, you dress a certain way. So why is it when you make music in a culture that has to do with fashion, you feel like you can dress like you just rolled out of bed? Why is that? That's a weird thing to me. I feel like people don't question some of the ways that they move. And that, to me, is starting to become a real big issue. When I see someone who is just swagless, and here's the weirdest part, is you could be swagless and still have an image, as crazy as that sounds. Like, for instance, J. Cole is pretty swagless, let's keep it by. He don't really focus on fashion, but through that is his swag. If you don't think that he takes time to make his hair look a certain way, make his shirt fall a certain way, you tripping. Just like Uzi does, you tripping. Just like Gunna does, you tripping. So Dax has an image. I'll keep myself out of that because whatever I say about myself won't sound pompous. I would say Quedeca has an image too. In a way, his image ain't really more of his fashion. I still think even Quedeca can sauce it up a little bit when it comes on, because his music is mad saucy. So I feel like his persona kind of has to match that a little bit. Moxus got style. You know what I mean? Got image. Flat got image. And that's what he's like, well, they're all dressed different. Yeah, like Flat might wear a t-shirt with the beard, with the Nike bandana with a wad of money in it. That's fly. That is a way to present your art also. Imagine if art is visual also. This is visual, believe it or not. So you represent yourself and your style. This is the time you get to be exactly who you want to be. And I feel like dressing like you don't care about anything or care about what you're doing isn't that. I think that's a really lazy way of doing it. You see the shout out to the, you know what I mean? I don't buy it. This was free, but if you need to get a little drip or something. And then the other big gripe is the hate for mumble rap. Guys, I don't know if y'all have noticed this. And if you are a fan of any YouTube artist, please send this to them. And this is coming from Scru. I am your brethren. No matter how you feel, we going on to the same goal. We all need to do a New Year's resolution. We need to all have a New Year's resolution, and I don't do this. I make sure not to do this because I think it's single-handedly the corniest thing. We need to stop doing this mumble rap versus lyrical rap thing, because I'm telling you, if we haven't noticed, the people, the world, the consumers are starting to get sick of that. If you're not noticing, the only consumers who aren't sick, I'm gonna take it a buck. If you aren't sick of hearing mumble rap diss tracks, if you're not sick of hearing mumble rap is this way, we are this way, then to me, it's like a comedian who goes, black people do this, white people do this, a boom boom. It's just like, okay, I've heard that premise, that joke a million times. Like, at this point, the way that mumble rap doesn't care about us and we care about them, we are the #1 promoters of that. If you don't like it, just shut up. Just stop talking about. I don't need to hear another mumble rap diss track. I don't need to hear another song about how Little Pump is whack. I don't need to hear another song about I rap this way, so that means I'm better than you. I'm good. It's like y'all don't feel weird making a song. And here's the thing that kills me the most about it. Y'all will sit there and make a 3-minute song about how whack mumble rap is, and you never prove that you're better. Because there is a difference between proving you're dope and saying you're dope. Saying you're dope is very easy, and that's what it just seems like y'all do. So 2020, we need to start embracing that hip hop is a family and a culture. Hip hop is old enough now that it has a bunch of different subgenres in it. And the only way you can genuinely kill this art that was created before us, this art that allows us to eat and live our dreams out, the only way we can kill it is by killing innovation. If you don't like something new, just accept that you don't like it and it's new. But people like it. My question is, so what? Do y'all want music? Ask yourself genuinely, so do you want all music to sound like you? Is that what you want? When this camera shut off, I listen to way more Playboy Cardi than I listen to rappers who because it's like, okay, can my brain just enjoy music? I've never had to describe why a drum was dope. I've never had to describe why a sunset was dope. There didn't have to be a mathematical equation on why some of this stuff is dope in the world. Like y'all, I feel like some people think like if you can't explain why you like something, or if there isn't a formula, then that means it's not dope. No. Let's just stop doing that as a whole. Hold up. Stop doing that as a whole. Stop doing that as a community, because another thing that kills me is I know a lot of y'all. I know. I've met a good majority of the rappers on YouTube, and let me just say this. I know most of y'all would not say this stuff to these people in real life. I know you gonna sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, I would walk up to Lil Pump and his entourage and say that. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't even walk up to Playboy Cardi and say that. You wouldn't walk up to who do you think is a mumble rapper? What? Some people gonna say Maxo Cream maybe? Would you? You wouldn't. Because that's how you get whipped with the glizzy. And I know, so it's like, stop acting so fake tough online, because I've seen some of y'all been in altercations and moonwalk out them. Some of y'all be too afraid. Here's the thing. Some of y'all are afraid of rappers' fan bases too much to be so bold to be talking about other rappers. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. There's no evolution when we do that. We all need to stop it. Here is my point, though. Here is my major point of this whole YouTube. First of all, the fact that so many people are making videos about the YouTube rap scene and putting me in it and stuff, that means a lot to me. But the fact that they're doing it in general means a lot, because it means that we are a thing now. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube rap community, we are a thing now. We have something, but that means we also have to take care of it with great power. Great responsibility. I also think that we don't get enough credit for all we do. Crip's last album charted over like big rappers like Young Thug, and it charted. Dax's Dear God has been trending to a point where it's like YouTube itself is pushing it. I just headlined a tour, then got off that tour and did another tour with another artist, and me and Crip and another artist. I dropped a project and did 300,000 streams in like the first couple days, bro. The people that reach out to me, the people that see my videos, the Tech Nines, this is all stuff that's coming from the noise that we are making as YouTubers. And I'm going to keep it a buck. For the last year, and maybe you wouldn't even notice this if you don't do videos, but for the last year, bro, we have been escalating and pushing hip-hop further. And a lot of stuff went down in the last 2 years of music, if you really think about it. Ain't too many crazy albums and stuff to drop. The content is us. We changing stuff. We trending now. The industry sees us. So we get a lot of slack and a lot of and there's a lot of things that I feel like we could fix and we're gonna fix. But you gotta also understand, we are hip hop. In the era of YouTube is the new television, we like the new MTV, bro. So, with great power comes great responsibility. Things will always progressively, we can always get better. This is just my ideas, my thoughts. This is me getting real about the YouTube rap scene. We only got like a month and some change left of this year, 2020, guys. Let's man it down and let's stop doing so many cliches, because we are becoming what so many of y'all make fun of. We are becoming, I don't care what the stereotype is, we are becoming stereotypical. It's starting to become to the point where somebody can make a video and be like, YouTube rappers be like. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's only been a year. We can't be like that already. Let's diversify, huh? Where's the YouTube Uzi, man? Where's the YouTube dude, the YouTube Post Malone? That's what I'm looking for 2020. And we're gonna be dropping music on your head tops, and we're gonna keep charting, and y'all gonna keep being scurry. And we're gonna keep doing the thing. You could say YouTube rapper like it's derogatory, but at the end of the day, call me a YouTube rapper like I ain't proud. Wow. Upload your reaction when I get wild rich. I said that, man. This is Screwface, y'all getting real about the YouTube rap scene, about YouTube rap. If you made it all the way to this point, this is my new game. If you made it all the way to the end and I want to see what the real MVP is, I need you right here to put your favorite Disney movie in the comment section below. I always say something that has nothing to do with the video I'm doing, so people don't know what it is if they just seeing it. Put your favorite Disney movie in the comment section. If you don't have one, I don't know if I want you to be my subscriber, because your childhood might have been too rough. Or maybe you do need this. If you don't have one, come over here. Come get a hug. Come get a hug, because you need it. Okay, we out of here.